Are you ready to do the intro?
Am I doing it?
No, I'm gonna do it.
No, you said, are you ready to do the intro?
Like, are you ready to start the pod?
Yeah, I'm ready.
The greatest podcast to ever exist on the internet. Hello, and welcome to the We Smell Good podcast. I'm your host, Sophie, and this is your other host, Brando.
Hi, everyone.
Very nice to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us.
What's good?
What's good? So today we're just going to be having a Just Yap podcast. We're going to be talking about everything from the blackface Labubu. I think we should start with that, honestly. To what we decided to do over the weekend.
I definitely want to talk about how excited I am for the Demon Slayer movie. Did you know, like, that movie got, like, the highest grossing sales in Japan
I
so
believe
far?
it.
Yeah.
That don't surprise me.
That's crazy.
That don't surprise me. Hold on. I got to reach for my matcha.
And I want to turn on the air. I want to make sure it's freezing cold. I'm going to get sweaty.
All right. Do you need me to do it on my phone?
Please. My phone's out of reach. I'm doing a no phone podcast run. Wish me luck.
Wish him luck. Also, I might be drinking, like, one of the best matchas I've ever had in my life. We got it at, what was it called? I can't even remember.
Toddy?
Yeah, Toddy's in Garden Grove. So
Where do you have your shit? I don't know what.
it's right here. Look. Smart friend.
Ah, very top.
Yes. But anyway, wait, okay. To piggyback off of the Demon Slayer movie.
Yeah, where do we even start, huh?
Wait, okay. I wanted to say, I don't know if this is true. Somebody said that okay, so I was under the impression, by the way, I'm not caught up on Demon Slayer, so sorry. I was under the impression that this is, like, the ending, the last movie. Like, we're wrapping it up after
You know how,
this. Can I finish?
Yeah.
I thought that this was it. Apparently, there's going to be, like, more movies after, and I saw a thing going around online saying, like, the end of Demon Slayer won't happen until, like, 2031, because there's going to be, like, 2 more movies after this? Is that true?
So you know how the ending to Attack on Titan was split up into like a couple seasons, a couple movies? Mm-hmm. Same thing. So we are in the final arc. That's what you're hearing.
Got it. Final arc. Okay.
Final arc. This is the last arc. This is the so the part that you missed, in my opinion, you honestly didn't miss anything. All you missed was the training arc. So the training arc was like 8 episodes of a little bit of backstory from the characters, a little bit of training, nothing substantial. And then the last episode is the only thing you need to watch because that's when it kicks into gear for the Infinity Castle arc. So I'm gonna be honest with you, you stopped at a good time because I had to watch the whole thing and I was just like bored out of my fucking mind.
I was gonna say the last thing I watched was when they helped what's his name defeat the brother and sister demon. The guy.
No,
in it, guy.
You watched Swordsmith Village arc, right?
No. I don't know who that is.
Oh my god, you're so behind. Never mind. You've done bad.
Oh wait. Was that the one with the pink and green haired girl?
Yeah.
I think I did watch that.
Do you remember how...
I couldn't tell. Oh, yeah. Okay, because Nezuko, like, goes in the sun or something.
Yes, okay,
yes,
good.
Yes,
You just have bad memory.
I have a bad memory. Okay, so that's the last thing I saw.
We'll do, like, a quick little recap because I really need you to be on top of it for the movies. I want you to get the full experience. So if you missed the main plot of why now they're going on a full war, like, we might need to catch you up on that.
Okay. I was going to say, this is the thing about Demon Slayer, like, that kind of, like, makes me not want to watch it, but like I'm gonna watch it because everybody's watching it type thing, like that's why I watch it, is I feel like the whole season happens and don't get me wrong, animation's gas, like there are a few characters that I enjoy, like Inosuke is my favorite, but then it's always they make you go through the whole season and then they drop some crazy lore at like the last episode and the last like 10 minutes, like when Nezuko like went in the sun, like same thing with like the first season of Demon Slayer when Nezuko did her like blood thing, like it's always at the very end of the season that they drop some really cool lore that I'm like, damn bro, like I wish everything about the season was this cool, but unfortunately it's just at the very end they always drop some cool shit. So you know, that's just how I feel like how Demon Slayer is. Like the season itself is kind of hard to get through for me, but then like at the end there's always like some really good payoff and I'm like, damn, okay, I guess it was worth it. I don't know.
I get that. But also you need to go into like the perspective that, do you remember how you felt when they animated the last part of Fairy Tail before the 100-year quest? Like that, what is it called again? Where they all like showed up, everyone was fighting each other, and there was like a new big bad. I think they were fighting Seraph at this arc. What I'm trying to say...
So this wasn't... Oh, this is the last arc before...
What I'm trying to say is that this is the last arc. So everything is leading to this. All the I guess cards have been finally revealed.
Okay.
There's no more. Oh, you know this. Well, no, I don't want to spoil it.
Don't spoil. I love you, but sometimes you say stuff that you think is not a spoiler, and then it's very much a spoiler. So
Give me an
let's just
example.
leave it
Give
at
me
that.
an example. You say that all the time, and I do my best. I've changed.
You have changed, but it doesn't mean
I
that I'm not
I haven't
scarred.
spoiled the show in like the last.
You haven't. I will give that to you.
What,
but
10 years?
you did it like probably 2 or 3 times in the past to where I'm like, okay, I gotta be extra careful now. Like,
Anyways, but yeah, I'm really excited for the movie. I've been hearing some weird, funky stuff about this one. I think this is completely exaggeration, but I've heard that there is a scene that is over 500 frames long.
Jesus.
Like they animated 500 frames in one. I don't know how many minutes it was, which is insane.
Bro, let those animators see their families.
UFO Table is not getting a fucking break. Like those poor people that are working overtime.
Let them see their
Keep in
families.
mind, there's going to be 3 movies for this final arc. That's crazy. That's crazy and that's insane. But I've seen let's just be honest. Just on the trailers alone, I'm excited. Oh, dude, I love good animation, and they're done with the whole okay, everyone's underpowered or whatever. No, everyone's done their arc.
Everyone's leveled up.
Everyone's leveled up. So it's time to, fight the big baddies. So I'm excited.
Okay. I was going to say, as someone who's not like a huge fan of Demon Slayer, like I consume it because it's popular basically. I am excited for the movie in a sense that I'm like, okay, well, I get to go see some really peak animation on the big screen in theaters.
Tickets will sell out. Remind me, August
Yeah.
19th they go live. The tickets, and this movie doesn't come out till September, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
So-
I know. It's basically, dude, it's probably gonna do like crazy numbers.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is probably gonna be the highest grossing anime movie of all time.
Yeah,
In the US, I
I'm
mean.
definitely like
I wouldn't be
showing
surprised.
up. I'm pulling up in my anime gear for sure.
I have to catch up. Like literally, I'm like, oh
I just
god.
told you. If what you
So
said
I just have an arc to watch, like a season.
you don't have to watch the whole arc. I promise you, you're not gonna miss anything. You can skip the whole thing, and the story will not change one bit.
I believe that.
So just watch the last episode, and you're good.
I'm not gonna do that. I have to sit through.
You have so much anime to consume. I'm trying to catch you a break, and
I
you're not taking the
know.
lifeline. You're like, no, I'll watch it.
I
Homie,
know.
did you even start your gacha anime yet?
No.
Interesting. Okay, continuing.
I'm sorry, okay? It's hard for me to consume anime. I'm so busy these days, but I'm trying, okay?
This morning, Sophie hit me up with like, I found this new little matcha spot to try, but I still wanted my cup of coffee, so I kind of had both. So if I start to get jittery or I get the caffeine rush,
Are you
why.
feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
Now that I'm finally sitting down, not doing anything, I'm like, oh, here we go.
No, literally. I had something
Buckle up.
I had something called a double matcha, and when I say I drink this shit slowly because I was scared that it was going to be too much matcha and I was going to start like convulsing or getting anxiety, I was like, okay, like better take it easy with this one.
Yeah, I'm like feeling my feet going.
No, but when I say I want matcha, I want that shit to look like this, okay? Dark green, all right? There's no light green going on here. It is a dark green matcha, all right? I don't want that shit to be some light green. I don't want to see clumps of matcha floating in there. Like, I want that shit to be dark green and to be smooth, not too sweet, not too bitter, a nice somewhere in between. And this place does just that. I hate.
That's the thing. Sorry, I thought you were done.
Sorry, I was gonna keep going, but no, I could be done.
That's the thing with like really dark matcha. The majority of the times that I've had it, it's a little bitter, and it takes away from like the enjoyment of it because now you're just like it's just matcha, which is not bad for a avid matcha drinker, but me personally, I like a really balanced drink, and that has so much matcha and it's so smooth that I'm genuinely surprised I'm not getting any bitter notes on it.
Yeah,
I'm not.
It's peak. He
It's
literally tried mine. I was like, damn, I should have got that. I was like,
But
sorry.
I like bananas, and I had a banana matcha latte, and it was pretty good. But I will say, when it comes to banana matcha lattes, I like Vivid more, and I think I
Yeah.
understand why. I think their banana flavor foam is a little bit more on the heavier side. Like there's thickness to it. I feel like this one felt like a banana creamer. So I just blended into the matcha and it became like a matcha latte. But the other one, it's like that foam, it sits on it. It's like you have to eat through it to get to the matcha, and I like that a little bit more.
valid.
Also,
valid.
the banana flavor is stronger, but maybe that's just me.
See, I don't like bananas. I don't like the taste of them. I never have. Ever since I was a young child, I do not like bananas. So when people are like, oh, banana matcha, I'm like, nar, thank you. Like, matcha is one of my favorite things ever. I'm not going to ruin it with some banana. It's just not my thing. But a strawberry matcha, though, bitch, I will fuck up a strawberry matcha. I think the best strawberry matcha I ever had was in San Francisco, unfortunately. So I really want to go to San Francisco.
Is it the place where we had that like sandwich?
Yes.
The cream strawberry sandwich?
Yes.
Oh, so good.
Yes.
I
I ended up, okay, this is so funny. And this just like describes me and Brando's relationship. As I went to this matcha spot. This is our last day there. I really wanted to go to this spot. We were literally leaving the city. We ended up driving. And I was like, okay, let's pull up to the spot before we go. Please, please, please. And Brando was like, no. And I was like, please, please. And it was like, okay. And I literally had never had like a good strawberry matcha before. Like, I just never had. And everybody was saying like, oh, this is like the best, you know, strawberry matcha in the city, whatever. So I was like, okay, if it's the best thing, I'm going to try it. If I don't like it, I'm going to give it to Brando. And then I ordered myself something else. I ended up ordering like, you know, the strawberry matcha for him, something else for me. The strawberry matcha was so good, I made him switch me. I literally was like, actually, I like the strawberry matcha more. Will you switch me? And he was so nice because he's just like the best husband ever. And he was like, yes, that's fine. Wait, speaking of best husband ever, I want to change the subject a little bit. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So some of you might not know this, but I'm going to fill you in on some lore between Brando and I. We're married. We've been married for...
What?
I know. This is news to you. Coming up, actually, I think like this month at sometime in the middle, we'll have been married for 2 years now.
Nice.
And I'm a terrible wife because I never got Brando a wedding ring. Like, he doesn't wear... show your hand. He doesn't wear a wedding band. Like, in the last 2 years we've been married.
I gotta keep the hoes guessing, dude.
Gotta keep him guessing. Keep him guessing. No, he just like never really expressed a lot of interest in having one. And so it kind of just like fell by the wayside, forgot about it. For a while there, we weren't telling people we were married because we wanted to like surprise people, keep it a secret. And then eventually we just decided to tell people. And then I always said
circumstances
that
people,
we can't,
like,
circumstances that we can't really get into, but we had to start telling people that we were married. And we started telling people we were married maybe like 6 months ago. And like, I just like, you know, I kind of forgot, like, I should probably, like, get you a ring, you know?
So, I'll explain it briefly. I think I like wearing jewelry. I love wearing jewelry. I like wearing bracelets, necklaces. I even put in, like, those temporary earrings when I cosplay or when I want to look super cool and edgy, the clip-ons. But I've never worn rings before, and I don't think it's for me, especially because I work in the restaurant industry, so I'm always using my hands. I don't want to get my ring dirty, you know? And I just don't see the urgency to get a ring. In fact, I think we should normalize guys having like a nice watch as like, you know, their wedding ring.
Honestly, like valid. Like, okay.
I think I've shown you, right? There's a watch I really want.
Yes, he did.
That's like
the
upgrade of the one I currently wear.
Wait, I'm gonna get to that. So I completely agree with you. Rings, I wear a lot of rings, actually. I'm not wearing them right now because I was doing something like in the kitchen and I was cleaning, so I just kept my engagement ring on. And also, I don't have a wedding band either, by the way. I just have my engagement ring still. So technically, we're like, when you get married or whatever, you're supposed to have like a wedding band, an engagement ring, and then you're supposed to get him a ring. I was like, that's a lot of money. Okay, this was already pretty expensive, so let's like pump the brakes on that. And like when we're ready to get that, we'll get that. And then it just kind of like fell by the wayside. But
we're giving so much information with so very little context. Like, we haven't even had our wedding yet. Like, we got eloped, right, technically?
Yeah, we got married at the courthouse.
And all of that is definitely pending because of what I kind of want for my wedding. Like, I don't want
your wedding?
Yeah, my wedding.
Or our wedding.
You get your wedding when you're ready. I want mine in Mexico. That's where I want
Mexico!
Yeah.
Okay, wait. I had a point to the story, though.
Sorry.
When you said something about like wearing rings can kind of be overstimulating, I'll be honest. Like, it can be. So I understand your hesitation to be like, I don't really know if I like want to wear a ring anytime soon. But long story short, Brando got drunk the other night and was basically, he literally was drunk and he was like, Sophie, I'm ready for my wedding ring. And I was like, oh my God, okay. So I literally have started looking and, you know, poking around like male wedding ring places. And let me tell you, it's kind of hard because I know what goes into like a woman's like engagement ring or a wedding ring just because I am a woman and I know what I want and kind of thing. For men, it's like a whole different story. Like, it's hard to tell like what's good quality and what's not. Like, am I overpaying for this?
Right,
Like,
and most of them have like a simple design. There's not like complexity to the male ring. Also, technically, I'm not like the pickiest guy ever, but at the same time, if I don't like something, I'm not wearing it. So that's another factor. Like, my jewelry consists of only black metal and silver metal.
Yeah.
I don't wear gold. I hate wearing anything that's like too showy, like big. Like, oh my God, if I feel the weight on me, I'm taking that shit off, dude.
So another thing that like kind of threw me off about like men's wedding rings too is the fact that they are way cheaper than women's engagement rings. Like, I'm not going to say how much he paid for my engagement ring, but like it was like multiple thousands, okay? Like, whereas I'm looking at men's wedding rings and they're ranging anywhere from like $300 to like $300 to like $1,000. And I think the most expensive one I saw was like $1,200. But even then I was like,
honestly, that's not bad. In my opinion, then you don't have to be as like picky, because that's the thing. If you're going to spend a lot of money on something, it better be something that you're going to like. But if it's not that inexpensive, then I don't think I'm going to be as picky. I'm going to be like, oh, I don't like it. I mean, like, it's not that much. Like, yeah. You know what my biggest fear about rings is? And I probably... Losing it.
Yep.
Do you have that? Like, out of nowhere, you're just like, whoa, where is it?
I check my ring like I probably check to make sure my ring is on my hand at least 10 times a day.
Dude, that's
like,
what worries me.
I have a permanent tick where I go like this and touch and make sure my ring is there. And when I take my ring off and I like go out, like sometimes I'll take my ring off to like clean or to like do skincare, wash my hands, whatever. And I'll like put it away and then I'll forget to put it back on and I'll go out. And then I will instinctively like touch it and it won't be there and I'll have a mini freak out and I'll be like, wait, I took it off before I left. So yeah, and that's another thing too, is like, I don't want you to lose it. I don't want to get you a really nice ring and then have you lose it.
I'm really clumsy. I'm super clumsy.
I know you are.
I am forgetful. There are times where I misplace things and I have to ask Sophie, like, hey, have you seen this? Whatever I'm looking for. And it's like right in front of me. And it's like, thank you.
Yeah. And like, especially when he drinks too, like he just gets like, he's broken multiple pairs of his glasses.
Madam, I'm going to stop you right there. That was the old me. Tell me the last thing I've broken when I'm drunk. Tell me the last thing I've forgotten when I'm drunk. I take care of my stuff.
No, facts. But like also when you're drunk and you come home, you take off all your jewelry and you throw it on the floor. So that's why I don't even argue. You do that.
In a spot that I'll know where it is.
I know, but I'm just like, I'm not going to get you $1,000 fucking ring and then see that shit on the floor. I would tweet.
That's what I mean. I mean, like, I need something that's attached to me that I don't have to think about. I already have enough to deal with. I don't want to deal with, like, where my ring at.
I'm going to get you one of those vision jewels and just put it in your head, and that way it's attached to you.
Have you ever seen the jewelry that's like a bracelet and a ring and it's attached to it by, like, a chain?
Yeah, I don't like that though.
That's not for you. It's for me. It's so I don't lose it. Oh, man.
But yeah, I've been looking at stuff though, and honestly, like it's confusing too because like the materials they're made out of, I'm like, is this just like the standard? Like, because like women's rings, like for example, tungsten is a really popular material.
That's cool.
For men's
tungsten
wedding rings.
Is one of like the heaviest metals in the planet.
Yes, it's a very popular material for men's wedding rings, whereas like women's wedding, if you got me a fucking tungsten engagement ring, I'd beat your ass. Like, what is that?
What do you mean?
Like, white gold and gold or rose gold is like the standard for like engagement rings, right? So I'm seeing like tungsten for like his wedding ring, and I'm like, is that what men want?
Yes, men are simple creatures. You hear tungsten, it sounds manly as hell.
I guess.
You hear like sterling silver, it sounds lame.
I don't know.
I want some uranium on my hand, dog. I want that shit to radiate, you know?
You want what's it called? The
vibranium?
Yeah, I was saying vibranium.
Adamantium? Give me some adamantium, dude.
Yeah, an adamantium wedding ring. That would be fucking lit. No, but it's been kind of a confusing process. I feel like I have to do a little more research. I'm just gonna like probably go on Reddit and see what like other people have done or whatnot.
And if I stumble across it, I will let you know. But even when we go out, there's usually like jewelry shops like by the marina that we like walk through to see what they have. Mm-hmm. And you're like, oh, do you like this ring? And I'm like, no, it looks ugly. And you're like, damn, I thought you were going to like this one.
Yeah. And honestly, I'm not going to pull the trigger on buying anything unless I get like probably some good feedback first. Like, And keep in mind, my engagement ring is like very unique. Like it's not your traditional engagement ring. Like you probably can't see it on camera, but like it's a black diamond, and you know,
it's a salt and pepper diamond.
It's salt and pepper diamond, and it has other diamonds surrounding it. So I want to make sure it kind of like matches mine, but like also that it's like unique, because I don't want him to get a basic bitch ring. I want to get him, you know, something that's unique because I have a unique ring. Like, you know, he deserves something special and unique to him. So,
maybe I'm already wearing the ring and you just don't know.
Where? Anyways, I think we could go ahead and transition. Okay, wait. We got to talk about this. The black
24 karat Labubu.
The blackface Labubu. What the actual fuck?
You know, I had to like sit my phone down when that popped up, because first of all, I'm like, this is not real. This is not real. Like, this girl was like kind of climbing that fast lane of, you know, quick fame, based on her content, and then just hit the wall. Like, it is so funny though.
Okay. The fact that the sentence or the phrase or the pair of words exist in 2025, blackface Labubu. Imagine saying that to a Victorian child. Second off,
it's not just any blackface Labubu.
The fact that, oh my God. Okay, so if you don't know what we're talking about, please look up this video. Type in KSI Labubu, blackface Labubu on TikTok. You will see it. When I first heard about this, I genuinely thought that this girl had maybe taken a Labubu and painted it like a shade of brown, and it just didn't land well. You know, like I thought, oh, like, you know, it probably, she just meant for it to like have the same skin tone as somebody, you know, who is like black, and, you know, maybe like it just didn't land well with the audience. Like, I know people can be very, you know, reactive to stuff like that, you know, based on like what's happened in the past in history with blackface, which is totally valid. I didn't think when I saw the video that she was going to just have taken either black paint or a Sharpie and just put that on the Labubu and then wrapped it in a red bandana, and then the cherry on top was call it KSI Labubu. What?
Can somebody reach out to KSI? How does he feel about this?
No, literally. Number one, everyone's freaking out over the blackface Labubu. Is KSI okay? Because that shit's fucked up. Like, imagine just, like, minding your business as a black creator, as a black streamer, like, you know, just literally minding your damn business. And then this lady, you know, has a dartboard of black people, apparently, and just threw it, lands on KSI, paints this thing black, and says it's the KSI Labubu. Because what? Like, did KSI reach out to her for a collab and this is what she gave us? Like, why did she pick KSI of all people? That's the part that's, I don't have context on that. Maybe there's context on that and I just don't know. But, like, that's like, you know, it's like, did you pick a black person out of a hat and then just, like, do that racist shit? Like,
we're going to have to wait for the lore to drop, because I don't know either.
I was going to say, if anybody knows if that lore, like the context exists for that lore, please let me know, because that was crazy. That was absolutely insane in 2025 to sit here and do blackface on a fucking doll when there's just so much history on, you know, blackface in general, like people, you know, humans doing blackface, and then just these like really racist, like, you know, outdated dolls that you see in like antique shops and, you know, sometimes even museums that portray what white people thought black people looked like back then. And the fact that you just don't know that that exists, like, I can't get behind that. I'm sorry. Like, how do you go your whole life being so sheltered or under a rock or just like not in the know that that is like so wrong? Right?
You're not wrong. Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, I want to add on to this too. Before I do, like, I want your opinion. What do you think of Labubus?
I don't give a shit about Labubus. I think they're ugly and weird.
I despise them. I'm like, this makes no sense. Like, all of you are going crazy over a blind box Labubu. Like, okay, what does it do to you? Like, this things like these make me think about my grandma. And let me
where are you going with this? Here.
She used to think all of these weird products that people would go crazy over, like Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon, were like touched by the devil or something.
I was just gonna say, she's gonna say they're demonic.
They're demonic, and that's why people love them, because it's like the appeal of the devil. And now I'm getting like superstitious. I'm like, what is with Labubu?
This Labubu.
Someone explained to me why this plush with like a gremlin face is getting people to literally fight over. Like, I don't get it.
I will say the blackface Labubu might be possessed by a demon, because that was crazy.
But do you see how people like get crazy over these things? They line up, they literally fight over, they spend thousands of their hard-earned money on just to, I guess, hang them in their purse. That's the thing, right?
Listen, as someone who collects a lot of trinkets, like anime figures, keychains, badges, pins, whatever, like, I love a good trinket, okay? I love a good blind box. Like, you know, I'm not trying to yuck someone's yum, like, but I think Labubus are creepy. I think they're weird. I think they're ugly. I don't like them. Of course, if you like them and you think they're cool, like, more power to you. That's all you. There's no.
If you like them, if you think they're cool, please explain why. Because like I get we are the last people to like judge you, because we also collect like figurines, but I can justify why they're none of them are the same. They're different characters. They're different artists. They're in my opinion just there, right? But Labubus, did you know how much expensive like they get super expensive for like the same size Labubu? It's crazy.
Yeah.
And people just go bananas over it.
Well, I will say, okay, so I was in Little Tokyo yesterday, and I went to the new store they just opened. It's called Catch of Japan, I think. I forget. Something Catch Japan. And it's a blind box and like anime figure and gachapon machine store. Like, you can just, it's like a Miniso except better.
Mm-hmm.
And they were selling Labubus, but the Labubus weren't on the floor.
Yeah.
They weren't.
The name too. It's like.
Yeah. The Labubus weren't on the main floor. They had to have them behind the register, because people are so fucking weird about them that, like, you know, obviously, like, people are gonna try and like steal them, right?
Yeah.
Like, I was literally like, dude, like, what the fuck? Like, people, like, we have these Labubus behind the counter like they're fucking like Marlboro Reds or something. Like, yeah, can you give me a pack of a Labubu like 24 karat gold, please? Thank you.
And it's like that meme where like taking the edge off with the Labubu.
Yeah, like literally.
Also, like, I read somewhere that Labubus are such a like recession indicator, because they're basically tied to its value. So unlike the dollar, which no one fucking knows what it's gonna look like tomorrow, like Labubus are gonna retain some of their value, and that's why people are so obsessed with holding the most valuable ones.
Yeah,
it's sad, honestly.
Labubus are honestly giving me a Beanie Baby.
I mean, yeah, it's the modern version of whatever all these things are.
Some of y'all are too young to remember, but Google Beanie Babies. There used to be, it was basically Labubus back in the day. Like, people would like go to these stores and like buy these Beanie Babies and like get these huge Beanie Baby collections, because they swore up and down that they were going to be worth something one day. Like, there were couples who would get divorced. Like, I remember this story went viral like back in the day, that this couple got divorced, and literally there's a picture of them splitting up their Beanie Baby like collection in front of a judge in a courtroom. Like, that's how crazy that shit got. And Labubus remind me of the same, it's the same shit, different font. Like, these are going to be worth nothing eventually. Funny. And if this ages poorly and they're like worth millions one day, like, please clip this, because that'd be hilarious.
No, and that's such a possibility.
That's such a possibility.
Oh, absolutely.
But I predict that these are probably going to be worth nothing one day. Just saying.
Who knows?
But I will say, back to the original topic. Hold on. The blackface Labubu lady.
24 karat Labubu. I love saying that.
That, I know, that is a vocal stem for sure. I don't know how she's going to come back from this, to be completely honest. I don't think you can, because, dude, and the way she was, like, smiling, like, grinning ear to ear with this Labubu, like, oh my god. And, like, it's I just don't know how she got the idea in her head, got the Labubu, painted its face jet black, like a fucking Youthforia foundation. You don't get that reference, but the girls will.
I do know the reference. You told me about it.
Yeah, painted it with the Youthforia foundation, recorded the video, probably, as someone who does content, did a few takes, okay? She probably filmed a few takes, edited that shit, and then wrote out a caption, picked out the hashtags, set what she wanted the thumbnail to be, and then hit post. And thought that was just going to be a funny ha-ha.
No. But I clearly before she even hit post, she looked at it and she's like, "Oh yeah, this is gonna do good.
No, literally,
This is
like
gonna be my big hit."
She was like, "This is gonna do numbers." Little did she know. Oh yeah, it's gonna do numbers, but not the kind you want to be seeing.
That's so funny though. Like honestly, her entire I guess timeline is so funny.
I like genuinely not the fact that she didn't stop halfway at any point during that process to like assess, take inventory of what she was doing is crazy to me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, what?
You're still super shocked about it because when I told you this story, you were like, "Okay, that's kind of weird."
I literally thought it was a misunderstanding.
Yeah, and then you saw what we were all talking about, and you're like, "Oh, this is bad. This is really bad."
Because when he first told me about it, he's like, doing his hair in the bathroom. I'm getting ready. He's like, "Did you see the blackface Labubu?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "This girl painted like a Labubu black." And I was like, "Oh, okay." Like, I'm thinking like that one girl who did like that Kobe Bryant like tribute where she like did the makeup to like, she technically like painted herself to look black to look like Kobe Bryant. You know what video I'm talking about, right? Okay. It's like a very viral video on the internet where she did like, she's a very good artist and she like painted herself to look like Kobe Bryant and people were
Do I have
mad
anything
at her.
on my face?
No.
Okay.
And people were mad at her and said that it was blackface. And then some people were like, no, it's not. She's doing a tribute, whatever. I'm not going to put in my input on that. I thought it was like something like that, where it was like tastefully done, right? Or at least attempted to be tastefully done. There was no tastefulness. Like when I saw the video, my jaw was on the floor. I didn't realize that somebody could be so fucking ignorant and dumb and just flat out racist. Like whether you meant for it to be racist or not, like unfortunately, bro, like it doesn't matter if there was no intent behind it because that right there was racist. Like, maybe it wasn't intentional racism, but it was racist.
Yeah, but let's be real, dude. We don't see that anymore. Like, that's just not something anyone does.
Well, you say that, and then this shit happens. See, this is why, like, when people say, oh, like, racism doesn't even exist like that anymore, it's like, yeah, maybe we're just not hearing about it, because clearly this is happening. This is just happening on a larger scale, and it's going viral. I guarantee that this shit happens behind fucking closed doors and, probably other parts of the world or, in the South somewhere or whatever. Like, making fun of black people using blackface is unfortunately never going to go away behind, closed doors like that. Like, people are always going to be racist. But in terms of it being, like, on the forefront like this, like, on people's fucking For You page, like, yeah, you're right. Like, it usually doesn't go down like that. But it was just crazy to me that in 2025, this shit went down the way it did. Because holy crap. Like, did you learn nothing in school? Like, oh my God. Like, and this is not the first person to be canceled for doing blackface. Like, the fact that you literally thought that, like, oh, well, I'm not doing it on myself. I'm doing it on a Labubu. Like, what?
There's, like, a lot of, like, things had to happen for this to happen, That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yes, and I completely agree. And this is just another example of like, I don't want to hear anybody saying, oh well, racism doesn't exist anymore. I need you to take a look at the color of your skin, and if it's like the color of mine, I need you to shut the fuck up. All right, because yeah, nobody's gonna be racist to you, Pillsbury Doughboy. Okay, like you need to have, it's like the Family Guy okay not okay sign. Okay, like when he's checking the skin color. Yeah, unless if you're on the okay part, I don't want to hear from you. If you're on the not okay part, then you can have an opinion. All right, because this shit was fucking crazy. Like, wow. Like, and like I said, KSI catching a stray off of all this, like, somebody needs to check on that man because that was, like, uncalled for as fuck. Like, homie's just minding his business, and this girl is just, like, racist as fuck towards him. Like, what the fuck? That's literally insane. I can't even, like, like, somehow, I was, like, trying to think of, like, an example, like, because, you're Mexican, like, if somebody were to, like, do that, like, I don't know, put a sombrero and a poncho on a Labubu and be
No,
like,
we talked about this. Even that is less racist.
I was just
like,
going to say,
on,
that is, like, 10 times less racist than whatever the fuck she was doing with this Labubu. Because
It's just the blatant use of black paint. I'm sorry. Like, everything else, like, putting the bandana on the Labubu, maybe, KSI Labubu, fine, whatever. It's the black paint. The black paint. That's the one thing that you just don't do.
And like, okay, wait, backtracking a little. Even if she would have done, instead of black paint, she would have gotten the exact color match to whatever KSI's skin tone is. How is this a KSI Labubu? It would just be a Labubu with black skin.
Why call it KSI?
Like, why call it a KSI Labubu? At that point, like, how is it not a LeBron James Labubu?
It sounds
like, you know, like, it could have been any black person Labubu. It sounds like this girl
clearly was probably a fan of KSI. And I'm like, that's not how you show your, fandom. That's kind of rude.
But if he wanted to make it like an actual KSI Labubu, he does. Okay, so he has darker complexion. He wears a bandana around his head, and then he has dreads. Like, you could have done something creative with, like, a dark brown or black yarn, and like had his dreads peeking out, and then put the bandana around his head,
that's
and
really
then
what I
painted
said,
the face an exact color match. Or honestly, just
don't touch the skin. Just leave it.
Just print out a picture of KSI, tape it to the front,
or just don't do like
say it's a KSI Labubu, because because I was gonna say, even what I was describing was a little risky. It was a little risky. So if you don't want to be risky, just print out a photo of KSI, paste it to the front of the Labubu face, and then there's your KSI Labubu.
Or just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do KSI. just don't do it. Unless you're the same ethnicity, just don't touch it. Like, honestly, just don't do it. All right, I really do want to move on from this point, because I feel like we're spending so much time on this.
This deserves a lot of time, though. Yeah, that was crazy.
This is not going to be the Labubu episode in our podcast.
It is.
I definitely want you to talk about how you said something really funny the other day about.
I say a lot of funny things.
I'll sock you. You said something really funny about Little Tokyo. How Little Tokyo will be saved by blind boxes.
Oh my God. Okay. Can I elaborate on my theory here?
No, that's the point. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So this is a good segue. Little Tokyo, for those of you who don't know, before COVID, Little Tokyo was doing a lot better. Don't get me wrong. It's still in downtown LA. There's still a lot of rough parts of downtown LA that are kind of sketchy, but I swear to God, after COVID hit, like, Little Tokyo really took a hit. Like, a lot of businesses closed. A lot of, like, homeless moved in. Like, the cost of living went up for everyone. Like,
it got smaller, in my opinion.
It got a lot smaller. People weren't going as much, obviously. And I feel like for a good minute there, like, after COVID, like, Little Tokyo, it was dirtier. Like, it just had a hiccup because, obviously, of the times. Like, COVID kind of did a lot. I have been going to Little Tokyo. I've been to Little Tokyo probably every year since then, right? Because it's pretty close. And I will say, these stores, these blind box stores, these gachapon like machine stores are low key moving in, and they are
bringing in a crowd.
They're bringing in a crowd, and it's a booming economy. Let me just say,
we've been to Little Tokyo a couple times since last year? Oh, Anime Expo.
Yeah,
it's been packed. It's been crazy.
It's packed. It's crazy there. Yeah. Another thing, like, to note too, is since last year, I'm pretty sure, these like I said, these gachapon machine stores, like a whole store just dedicated to these machines, where you put in the coins, you turn the thing, and then you get the little thing, and then you open it, and hopefully it's the one you get, right? Whole store is dedicated to just that process, okay? And let me tell you, these people are making money, all right? Off of just me.
Let's be honest here. It's just gambling. That's all it is. People love gambling. I don't know if there's like a inner human gene for gambling, because it unlocks it. Everyone loves to just go in there. Hopefully they get what they want, and if they don't, I'll do it again. Goddamn.
It's better than gambling, because sometimes when you do actual gambling, you just lose your money and you get nothing. This time you lose your money, but you still get a nice little plastic trinket. All right, like, no matter what,
that's weak gambling mentality.
Whatever, but no matter what, you win is the point.
Get what we want.
But all these new stores that have popped up in Little Tokyo within like the last year, maybe even 2, I don't know, my perception of time is kind of skewed, but it's all blind boxes, it's all gachapon, and it's all like, figures and trinkets and just like anime, like, Kirby, Hatsune Miku.
It's anime. Little Tokyo is just...
It's not just anime, though. It's these, like, Labubu.
That's not what I said, but...
Sunny's Angels, all those.
But, oh my God, is Little Tokyo booming with anime. Like, since anime became mainstream, I feel like people are just finally catching up to what we've been saying this entire time.
Yeah.
Example number 1, the One Piece Cafe.
Yeah,
like,
that's very true.
I called it, too. You saw how big that line was? I guarantee half the people in the line probably didn't even see the show, but they know how big it is, and they know how fun they were having with the decorations, the food. Like, the food that they're creating actually looks like recipes from the show.
Okay.
Like,
cool.
it's really interesting. Like Luffy eats like straight out the bone and the big juicy meat, and they've designed it in such a way that it reminds you of that, and it's so cute. Which is why I will be going, but I'm gonna wait for the line to die down a little bit.
And I will say one thing to note. That's a good point. Like you said, the One Piece Cafe. If you know about the area of Little Tokyo, like the street that it's on, that's not even one of like the main streets where all the other shops are on. Like it's technically like off to the side a little bit, like from Little Tokyo. And they've had restaurants or whatever locations like in that spot before, and they never last or they don't do well. They put the One Piece Cafe there, and that shit is, I guarantee it's making money already.
And it's probably going to generate some more business in the area.
Yeah. But it's so nice to see because, you know, Little Tokyo was struggling for a little bit because it is kind of a tough area for these businesses to be in, because I feel like whoever's running that district, like whatever fucking politician is running that district,
sure.
They need to get voted out because that area could look so much better. Like you can tell that it is just not as well kept as it needs to be. I know for a fact that a lot of the business owners and community members like of Little Tokyo, they do a lot of like the cleanup themselves. Like they have weekends where they get together and they clean the streets, they scrape off and paint over graffiti. Like I applaud them for doing that. Like, good for you. Like, thank you for taking care of your community. But that's what our fucking taxes are for.
Dude, honestly, like, do you know how much money, like, LA generates?
Yeah.
Like, where's all that going?
So it's kind of bullshit that you're leaving it up to the community to do that. Like I said, shout out to the community for doing that. But whoever runs the district that is in Little Tokyo, I need you to step it up or get the fuck out of your seat and let somebody get in there who actually wants to take care of the area. Because the area does, in my opinion, need some more help. Like,
Dude, honestly,
unfortunately, like, Little Tokyo is in such a, like, the area itself is like nice, like where that part is, but then outside of it,
but then you walk like
not.
10 feet right, and then where am I?
There's
Where
a
is
ton
this
of
place?
homeless people there. You know, it's stinky and gross on the streets. Like there's trash everywhere. There's homeless encampments. And by the way, that is not the fault of these homeless people. The cost of living in California is outrageous, and the fact that LA has just normalized this level of homelessness as like okay is mind-blowing to me, and that's a whole nother topic for another day. I'm not even gonna touch that because that could be the whole podcast itself.
Dude, yeah,
but
politics can take
but you know, Little Tokyo does struggle with that issue because of, you know, all these people that, you know, surround the area, and it can be dangerous, you know, for some people. When I was there literally the other day, I walked past a couple of people that were homeless, and I could tell that they were like not mentally all there. You know, like these types of people, they need more than just housing. They need like mental assistance and whatnot. So having to deal with that as a business owner, as someone who used to work in an area where it had homeless outside of it, and, you know, they can disrupt business, like, you know, because they're not mentally well, like that can be stressful on a business. It can cause a business to not do well. So the fact that the One Piece Cafe is in that area and it's doing pretty well for being where it is a very good sign. And I'm really happy to see it because maybe that means, number one, we'll get more themed cafes that'll open up in the area that will draw a crowd and, you know, do well in the area. And, you know, number two, like it could just, you know, I just want to see that community thrive because they deserve it. Like Little Tokyo is such a small, tight-knit niche community. All the stores and the people that are there are just so happy to be there. Like it really is just a really great place to be and a really great community. And I just want nothing but success for that area. Like truly.
Yeah, and for nerds like us, like I feel like we're at home. Like everyone around us is probably there for the same thing, to have fun, to like, you know, indulge in Asian culture. Oh, by the way, I have a question for you. So I know, like, you know, One Piece fans always eating good, but, you know, if you could make, you know, a anime themed cafe for yourself, like
Nana.
No, that's wrong answer.
Nope.
Or in High School Club, come on.
I would pick
like
Nana first just because Nana
How does Nana translate to cafe?
Are you serious?
I'm dead ass, yeah.
The line in the show where it's like Nana's favorite things are, you know, black coffee with milk, strawberry cake, and then Black Star cigarettes. Like, first off, the whole theme of the cafe could be like strawberries, like strawberry cake, strawberry sandos, strawberry milk, and then you can have like coffee cold brew, like, and then let's not forget the iconic Blackstone's cake from the anime that Hachi makes. Like, you know, Hachi like cooks like a tomato dish at one point, like in the show. Like, the whole cafe honestly could just be based off of cakes and
No.
strawberries and coffee.
I take it back. I disagree. And hear me out. Hear me out. And I want you to like lock in real quick. Blackstone's or Nana themed bar. I feel like that would go harder because then you could have like live rock music. You could have like the whole decoration will match. But cafe to me sounds like more chill, less energetic than, you know, what Nana brings. Nana brings a lot of energy, a lot of acoustic, you know, design, music. I don't think it's like it pairs well with cafe.
I don't think.
Or in High School Club, in the other hand,
100%. I agree with
better.
Orin High School Host Club too, but a Nana Cafe, in my opinion, would do numbers. First off, wait.
We can say that for like shows like Fairy Tale. We can say that for shows like, I'm thinking Attack on Titan even.
No, but I will say a Nana themed cafe, all the baddies would be there. If you want to bag yourself a baddie, pull up to the Nana themed cafe, okay? Because only pretty bitches are pulling up to that. All right.
We do like some goth mommies.
I was gonna say the goth mommies are gonna be there. They're gonna be dressing good. They're gonna know peak anime. Like, yeah, that right there would attract the baddies. All right. It's literally a baddie trap. All right.
I still think a bar would be better.
A bar would be cool, but more for like I wouldn't even call that a Nana themed thing. That would be like a Black Stones themed thing.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, like more just that's like a niche section of the show. Whereas the show overall, I think a cafe would make more sense. And then also, let's not forget, in the Nana anime, Hachi always goes to that one like Western bar and she gets the hamburg, remember? Mm-hmm. So that could be like a food item too if they wanted to do actual food. Like that would be one of the food items.
That's one of those places in anime that I would love to visit. It's that little like hole in the wall bar.
The Jackson Hole?
The Jackson Hole.
It's real.
Well, it is?
Yep.
Where?
It's in Tokyo.
Of course it is.
It's real.
Of course it is.
And in the bar in Tokyo,
That's
they
so
have
cool,
like Nana pictures up everywhere.
Nice.
They have like a little, like the bar has like a glass case with like the Nana books, and like it literally honors the anime. Like it does. Like it doesn't just act like, you know, it's not a thing. Like, no, the Jackson Hole's a real place, and it totally embraces that it's been featured in Nana.
That's awesome.
It's like one of my dream
destinations.
destinations.
Wait, you say featured in Nana? So that place came before the show?
It already existed before the show.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
So that's inspired by that place. Wow.
I'm guessing Aizawa probably like frequented there, or went there a couple times or whatnot, and wrote it into her anime.
Damn.
And
that's cool.
You know, yeah, now it's like, you know, it existed beforehand. It's kind of like the Your Name steps. Like the Your Name steps were a thing before Your Name, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So that is like a dream spot for me to go in Japan. Like if we ever go to Japan, like the top 2 places we need to go to are Jackson Hole and then the Vivienne Westwood store. Like, period.
Okay. They have one here in LA.
I want to go to the one in Japan. Are you kidding me? Number 1 is cheaper. My dollar goes a lot further in Japan, that's for sure. And number 2, like, you know, that's like the Nana HQ. But yeah, I will say, I love your Orin High School Host Club cafe idea.
That makes a lot more sense.
But I think it'd be more fun if they made it like a maid cafe, but with men.
I just said that. Yes, they have to follow the theme. Even they can even employ women, but they have to dress up like.
Oh my god, that'd be even better! Like those hot like girls who dress up as like cosplaying men.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that would be better.
It's like we don't really have like a maid cafe, but with like host.
IRL.
I mean, they have them everywhere in Japan, but not in, you know, America.
I was going to say IRL Haruhi serving me like at the host club. Oh, that'd be so cool.
Yeah, my idea is better. Put in the comments which one you go to.
I go to both, but no, seriously, I hope though, back to the original point, I like how we like circle back. I think the One Piece Cafe is great because it sets the tone for potential for other cafes, like themed cafes, to pop up in that area. Like, I really hope we start to see more.
I know in this economy, like, opening up a new business is so uncertain. But if, you know, you rely on the audience, the people, the fans, like, we'll pull up.
We'll pull up. We will pull up, okay?
Like,
trust. We are gonna pull up. And also, one thing about this cafe, too, is I'm pretty sure, like, what's the animation studio that does One Piece? What are they called?
The Kyoto Animations?
No, it's not Kyoto. It's Toei
Animation.
Is it Toei or Toei? I don't know. I'm gonna say Toei. I think. Anyway, I'm pretty sure, own this cafe. Like, I don't think it's like an individual, like, proprietor or person who owns this cafe. Like, I don't think they sold the license to somebody and somebody else is running it. I'm pretty sure that they just own this cafe and they've, like, outsourced the management to somebody else. So these studios, these very successful studios who own the IP for these things, are the ones, like, footing the bill, basically.
Okay.
Which is kind of what I like to see.
Because they have some reserves. You
yeah.
know what I mean?
Well, for One Piece, like, please, that right there is the One Piece. Is how much money they make. Okay.
They're like, we have too much money. Let's open up a cafe.
And the One Piece is actually, like, just all the money that this series has made over the years.
Dude. Ichiro Oda is slowly working his way up to one of the greatest authors of all time. Like, like, Shakespeare, of course, is number one, but he already beat J.K. Rowling.
What the fuck? J.K. Rowling wasn't even in the running, bro.
No, but dude, oh my, are you kidding me? You know how many millions and millions she's made?
Yeah, but she's like the worst.
That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about how much revenue her art has created.
Yeah,
like,
I think I was thinking more of, like, beloved.
Oh, no, not beloved. I'm talking about genuine numbers, like, you know, things we can physically see.
No, that's valid. Okay. Yeah, in terms of numbers.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe if, like, Shakespeare was alive nowadays, I don't know which way he would land, you know?
Do you think Shakespeare would like yaoi?
I feel like Shakespeare would be a huge fan of, like, my 3x3.
I think Shakespeare would really like...
All of my shows are very Shakespearean.
Shut up. I think Shakespeare would love BL. Like, I really do.
Who knows?
Like, I think he'd be really into yaoi and BL manga.
I could totally see Shakespeare liking cat girls.
I could see him being into the weird shit, right? Like, I don't know.
Fuck.
Like, he would probably fuck with anime. He probably would.
He'd be like, this is peak.
He'd be like, damn it, why didn't I think of that? Like, dude, imagine, like, a Romeo and Juliet anime. I feel like it probably already exists.
Okay, so I almost had a fucking stroke there. The whole Shakespeare and Juliet,
Shakespeare and Juliet.
Sorry, what's the name again?
Romeo
and Juliet. Sorry. That is the base for most romance stories in anime.
That's
like
valid.
Like, genuinely, that's why he's one of the greatest authors of all time, because everyone knows that fucking it sells. Dude. Everyone loves to hear it. Everyone loves unattainable relationships. Like, I mean, like, I kid you not, Sophie, Cyberpunk is one of them. I'm kidding now.
You know what's crazy is imagine being so goated at writing that you literally created, like, one of the, like, main tropes for major media and, like, fan fiction as well.
Even I have a theory that sometimes people, like, write stories without realizing, like, it's an homage to Romeo and Juliet.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, think about, okay, because he basically, like, you know, coined forbidden love. Like, he literally brought, like, put that on the forefront. Like, for, you know, stories about forbidden love didn't really, or as far as I know, I could be totally wrong, by the way. I'm talking like I fucking know all about literature. Somebody let me know if I'm wrong here. But I feel like Shakespeare brought to the forefront forbidden love, and then everybody after the fact was like, damn.
I'll give it to you this way.
That's kind of good.
He popularized it.
He popularized it, and then AO3 was born.
Okay.
Like,
what a jump.
You know, like, yeah, like, that's what's crazy is, like, fan fiction would not exist without Shakespeare. He's basically the grandfather of fan fiction. Because Romeo and Juliet, for all we know, that could have just been fanfic. That could have been fan fiction. Romeo and Juliet is fan fiction.
Facts.
Like, he could have wrote that shit being like, damn, I wish this would happen to me.
It's like we watch like modern anime with, like, their, you know, romantic, you know, tropes and whatnot, and you're like, this shit goofy, but then you actually digest Romeo and Juliet. That shit's so goofy, dude. Like, honestly, like, you couldn't wait 5 seconds to just check to make sure that, like, they're actually dead. Like, come on, dude.
Do you think Shakespeare, when he was, like, writing this, like, you know, Romeo and Juliet, that he was, like, giggling and kicking his feet? Like,
that's so funny. That's so funny. Just picturing that.
Like,
this grown ass man.
He literally was like, like, you know, and then he's like, and then plot twist, I'm gonna kill him. Dude, I feel like Shakespeare these days would probably watch, like, My Happy Marriage and, like, watch that and giggle and kick his feet. He would be like, oh my god. Like, I literally, Shakespeare would love romance anime.
Which one do you think out of all the romance animes that we've watched he would like the most? I think he would like Your Name the most.
Ooh, he would love Your Name. Putting me on the spot.
What do you think he would think of Nana?
Oh, he would fucking eat that shit up.
You think so?
Are you kidding? He would love that shit. That's not even a romance anime though, but he
What do you
would.
mean?
It's shoujo.
Oh.
He would eat
Still.
that shit up. He would probably like. Oh gosh, what's the one about? What's it called? Yakuza Fiance. That one. He would like that one.
Which one?
I just said what it's called. Yakuza
That's
Fiance.
what it's called. I don't think I've seen it.
Yeah, it's like basically about like a girl, and I'm pretty sure she like doesn't know, or I can't remember. I haven't read it in a while, but it's something about like him being in the Yakuza, and it's like kind of like a dangerous type of love, you know?
Is it a comedy?
I don't think so. No. It's a
Okay,
romance.
then I'm not. I have no idea which one you're talking about.
Long story short, Shakespeare would like romance anime. In fact,
How did we get here? What?
he literally birthed romance anime and fan fiction.
That's
like
funny.
that shit would not exist without Shakespeare. He paved the way, all right, for this shit. So everybody say thank you, Shakespeare.
Oh my god, thank you, senpai.
Thank you, Shakespeare senpai.
Shakespeare senpai, yeah.
Thank you, Shakespeare senpai, for inventing romance anime and fan fiction. We love you. Oh my god, that shit's too funny.
You can clearly hear the brain rot in our brains right now.
No, literally. All right, what else we yapping about?
We already talked about the main core themes we were going to talk about, so I have nothing else to talk about. I will say, based on the shows I've been watching, I'm having a lot of fun. Like, even when we went to pick up the matchas, like, my playlist was all these bangers that are coming out. Like, every show has, like, a really good song that has just been getting added to my playlist. Like, oh my god, the shows have been good. Like,
The intros are good.
intros are good, the animation's good. Like, we're eating good today. Yeah.
I know.
Can't complain.
Ooh, okay. You know what? I will say, out of all the anime we've been watching this season, the one I'm, like, still the most excited about every week is The Summer Hikaru Died.
Yeah,
I'm so intrigued.
Such a unique show, man.
I'm like, what is going on here?
I'm in it though, because like, I've never heard LGBT
RGBT
lights mentioned in anime before. That was a shocker to hear it, that it was like acknowledged.
What do you mean?
Like the word.
Gay?
No, LGBT.
When did they say that?
Were you not reading it? They mentioned it. Like, they were talking about the friend from, I think it was Hikaru who said it. No, but they were mentioning how they had someone in that village, part of that the folk, the LGBT folk.
Oh, you're right. I totally forgot. That's
like
yeah.
that word was used, and I'm like, whoa! Like, I've never heard that in anime. You've heard gay, you've heard yaoi, that's fine, but like that, terminology for the LGBT folk, like, that's impressive. Like, that made it to anime. I've never heard it before. That's what I'm trying to say.
This story is very much reminding, and this is like my guess. Like, I don't know anything about the author. I don't even know if there's a manga or if this is just an original series. Like, this show almost seems like a parallel to what it's like to be someone who's gay who lives in a small town, and like, maybe having like a crush on like another friend that's also in your town, and like you guys are close and you might have a crush on each other, but you like can't come out because being gay is frowned upon because you live in such a small town, like in the outskirts kind of thing. And Hikaru is kind of like a symbol, because technically he's turned into like, I don't know, this like demon thing or something. We're not really sure what he is, and like it's almost like
it's almost been confirmed allegedly. If you were watching it and you're paying close attention, technically it is a demon.
Yeah, it's like a demon.
Yeah,
and it's almost like, in a weird way, like they've taken the fact that like being like gay is like this demonic thing, but then the main character is like, okay, well, I still like him, like I still like being around him, like I still accept him, like I still want him in my life kind of thing. And it's like, I still accept this side of, you know, homosexuality, even though like it's wrong, but everybody else like makes it out to be like this demon. Homosexuality is demonic. Like, whereas this person is like, no, like, I don't feel that way. Like, you know, like what, and it's kind of like, you know, almost like it's showing like the internal strife between, you know, the characters and what someone might feel if they were gay in like a small town, like in the sticks, basically. And that's kind of like the vibe I'm getting from it, and the way that they're telling the story through like, you know, the show. It's really intriguing. Like, honestly, like I went into this completely blind. I didn't think it was gonna have like any like themes like even close to this, and I am just like so pleasantly surprised. Like, this is exactly the kind of anime like I want to see. I know we were just talking about
The Summer Hikaru Died.
Yeah, The Summer Hikaru Died, but I want to actually backtrack a little bit because I forgot to mention. I want to talk about the One Piece Cafe grand opening, like, and how big I saw the line was.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we talked about that, no?
Did we?
Yeah, the line was huge. And that's why I said I'm waiting for it to die down.
Oh, okay. I couldn't remember if we talked about that or not.
It's okay. No, when you showed me, like, the video of how long the line was, I was shocked. Because I thought it was going to be, like, a little bit shorter. No, it was way longer than I expected.
Okay.
Especially in that little area where you kind of have to, like, bob and weave. So
the reason I bring it up is because I made a video on it, like, you know, telling people that the grand opening was happening, and, you know, telling people that they should probably get there early if they want to, like, you know, go. What is he doing? Tony, come here. Bushka.
All right, you lost
it. All right, whatever. Long story short, I made a video telling people, hey, like, One Piece Cafe grand opening is officially tomorrow. Like, you should go check it out. They're giving away free stuff. I had people comment on that video because that video ended up going kind of viral. People were commenting, telling me that people lined up, like, stayed there the night before.
I believe it.
To get this shit for the One Piece Cafe.
Oh, yeah.
And
camping.
What they were giving away was the first, like, 10 people got a tote and $100 worth of merch. Like, the next, like, I think 40 people got, like, $50 worth of merch and then a tote bag. And then the next, like, 40 people or 50 people got just the tote bag. And I was like, overnight, bro, for a tote bag and $100
Don't forget,
worth of merch.
they got first pick on those yummy food.
But that's crazy. I don't know. I don't, you know, even if, like I said, if there was like a Nana cafe, I don't think I'd be there staying overnight.
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy. Dude, because Nana isn't that good compared to One Piece.
But I ended up going to the One Piece Cafe because I went to Little Tokyo after my appointment on Saturday. And just to check it out, because I want to see, like, what the vibe was. I was like, is this shit going to be, like, actually crazy, or is it going to die down? Dude, the line was fucking around the block, dude. Like, it was crazy. Like, I was like, this is going to be open for, like, the rest of the year, probably. Like, you know, I don't know. I thought it was kind of crazy,
What do you mean, probably going to be open? I thought it was just going to be open.
No, I know, but that's what I mean. I'm like, I just don't know what the urgency is, you know? Because if you know it's the grand opening day, like, I would just pick another day to go.
Oh, absolutely.
You know?
Yeah,
like,
that's
why, you know, I literally went to Little Tokyo. I had no intention of going to Little Tokyo that day, by the way. I was just like, you know what? I made a video on this yesterday. Like, I'm going to pull up and see how busy it actually is. You know, I want to see it myself. And
he's annoying me. He's just staring at me.
Aw. And I pulled up and I was like, okay, damn. It is kind of busy. Like, okay. Like,
but were you surprised? Come on. You knew that thing was going to be packed.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Wait, can I talk about something?
Are we done talking about the Summer Hikaru Died?
Yeah, there's not much else to say there, I think.
Okay, what do you want to talk about now?
I was going to say how I took Toad to work.
Oh, he met a celebrity dog.
Yes. Okay, so I'm not going to divulge too much about what I do for work. Long story short, I brought my dog to work. It's a pet-friendly office because our work set up a kind of like a TED Talk from Cesar Millan. Cesar Millan came into my work. I got to watch him do his thing in person with dogs. I got to meet one of his dogs. One of his dogs was named Sophia, which is my name. My name's Sophie.
No, your name's Sophia.
Well, my legal name's Sophia. But yeah, I was like, in heaven, I am a certified dog lover. I love dogs. I grew up with dogs my entire life. Like, I have my son right here.
She got that dog in her.
I got that dog in me.
Here, let me interrupt you real quick because I really want to talk about how funny it was to hear how the main reason we took Toad is because when we take him out for walks, he pulls on a leash. He's a little bit of a bad boy. He just pees everywhere. He's just constantly marking, whatever. So the reason why they were bringing dogs in is for a nice, presentation by Cesar Millan to how to handle that and maybe get picked to be represented, and this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like when a dog is pulling and Caesar does his Caesar thing. He was being such a good boy.
I freaking brought Toad to hopefully get picked for being a bad boy and then have Caesar fix his behavior. This guy pulls up and he's on his best fucking
perfect behavior.
Perfect dog.
Being super friendly with the dog, super friendly with everyone, which he genuinely is. I feel like Yoshi's the problem. That little wiener is just out of control.
I genuinely was so pissed off. I was like, wow,
this is the one time. Dog, yeah.
This is the one time you want to act right in front of Caesar like that. But that's how you know Caesar has that alpha energy, because he could feel it. Toad was like, oh, I ain't about to act a fool here. Like, somebody's going to pull up and tell me otherwise. Like, that's how you know, dude. It was crazy though, because when Caesar did do his thing, like with the dogs, he actually did the thing,
Oh, did he?
Dude, he did it multiple times. Like, he's still doing that shit.
That's so funny.
And of course, this is at my work, right? So I'm not going to sit here and cause a scene or say anything dumb or ask dumb questions. But in my head, I was immediately thinking of the South Park episode.
I literally was just going to say that. I cannot think of Cesar Millan without thinking about the fucking South Park episode.
Same. And I was like, dude, am I seriously in the same room as the man who's been made fun of on South Park? That's so peak.
The brain rot.
That's so peak. I swear to God, I love Cesar Millan prior to that because I'm a huge dog lover, but I was there when the South Park episode of Cesar Millan dropped. I was literally,
Where were you when the episode of Cesar Millan and South Park dropped?
Dude, those days, by the way, of South Park, that was probably some of the most peak South Park episodes, a time for those episodes. So I don't
know. I heard the last couple episodes of South Park have been hitting new records.
I was just going to say, this was before there was so much controversy going on, in American politics. Now everything's just so easy, low-hanging fruit to make fun of,
That's so funny.
Now, back then, they actually used to have to fucking, find
put
something.
In the work. Now they've just been handed their content.
Yeah, now they're being handed shit to make fun of. Back then, they used to have to actually put in the work on who to make fun of. Whereas they pick Cesar Millan for that. Nowadays it's just too easy. But that was one of the funniest fucking episodes I've ever seen. When Cesar Millan is doing that Cartman thing. Oh my God. So literally when he was doing that in his presentation, that was all I was thinking about. I was just I cannot be the only one in this room thinking that right now. And keep in mind, this is a professional setting, because also my work was filming something for our ads or whatever with Caesar, and so all these people are on set, right? And everybody's in a corporate professional setting, and I'm there's no way I'm the only person thinking of the South Park episode right now.
Were you on the younger side compared to everyone?
I'm on the younger side compared to this, but
there's a good
remember
chance.
This episode aired 10 years ago, so even it's a millennial thing. Everybody who's a millennial should know about this episode, if they're funny, that is, and they watch South Park. So in my head, I'm I can't be the only person who knows about this. I can't be the only one thinking about it.
I'm still sad that he didn't get picked. He's a bad boy. He needs to be Cesar Millan.
I know. But I did learn a few things from watching him, work with the other dogs, that I do want to try and implement on, our dogs and on Toad, for
what?
future walks. We can, for example, when he is acting. Okay, so apparently having a harness is something that is not good. What we need to get for him is something around his neck, a loop.
A collar.
Kind of, but not really. Because harnesses by dogs, before they became popularized and normal, and these are Caesar's words, by the way, they were used for working dogs, huskies, who would pull sleds. So when you put a harness on a dog, they pull. Whereas if you put a loop around their neck, you just do a collar, not even a collar, but a string, and then you loop it around their neck, so when they pull, it kind of gets tighter on them. That way you can correct them. That's what you want to use, apparently.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, and then also, when your dog is, for example, Yoshi gets really vocal and annoying around feeding time, instead of, telling her to stop, just standing there and being quiet and silent and like, you know, making sure your energy is like, you know,
you mean your aura?
Calm. Your aura and your energy, like your nen, whatever, is like calm.
Your chakra.
Then
Spiritual
it'll make her be more inclined to stop, because when we tell her to stop or we give her attention when she reacts like that, apparently like it's like reinforcing the behavior. So I did learn something from it. It wasn't just all like LOL, this is literally the South Park episode. But, you know, like it was very cool though to see Cesar Millan and meet one of his dogs, because when he brought 3 or 4 of his dogs with him, because he always travels with a pack, right? Because he's Cesar Millan, like dogs love being in a pack, and he brought them to help work with the other dogs. And so when one of the dogs, Sophia, was done, like, you know, being used as a part of the presentation, Caesar's like assistant like brought her over to where I was sitting with a couple other my coworkers. Oh, do you guys want to watch her? Like, you know, while Caesar does his thing. We're like, hell yeah. She was the cutest, sweetest dog ever. Like,
guessing like the most well-behaved dog you've ever
so
seen.
well behaved, such a cutie. All she wanted to do was sit on the couch and cuddle and lay down, and literally was just so sweet. Her fur was super soft. Her and Toad were like sniffing each other and kind of like giving each other little kisses. Like, I feel like
they got along well.
They got along well. I have a couple pictures of them like sniffing each other and, you know, like sitting near each other. Like, it was just very cute to see, like very cute. But yeah, so that was really cool. It's one of the perks of, you know, working a corporate job. Finally, some fucking perks, you know, besides healthcare and, you know, money, which in my opinion is just, you know, basic needs. But
remote work.
Yeah. But this is one of those things where I was like, all right, working here is kind of worth it.
All right, going to the office ain't that bad.
Yeah. And by the way, the office is not close to me. It literally was an hour and 45-minute drive. Like,
and a 2-hour drive back.
And then a 2-hour drive back. This guy did so good in the car, though. I was so proud of him. He was really good.
He's the cutest little boy ever.
Yeah, I gave him a hamburger for dinner because he was literally such a good boy that day. Even though he didn't get picked by Caesar, I was like, you know what? Either you embarrass the fuck out of me today, or you know, are a good boy and you don't embarrass me. So I'm gonna reward
that one. On the other hand,
she would have acted a fool, but she also would have probably like threw up or pooped all over the place, and I would have been like, yeah, this is a little too embarrassing.
She woke us up at 3 a.m.
Yeah, she woke me up at 3 a.m. last night. Fucking bitch. God damn. Ugh. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, like, boy, shit. Back to me, huh? I got nothing.
I know. I was gonna say. I feel like maybe we could just wrap it up here. Call it a early episode, because we don't got much else to say.
Yeah, no. I'm definitely gonna cut some of this so it sounds like we're not like just awkward silencing. But
it's okay to have awkward silence every now and then. Like, you know, we're not just like sitting here just. What I hate about podcasts, like, is when people will just like fill the silence just to fill the silence. Like,
no, we don't. It's not filling the silence just to fill the silence. It's just like, dude, these days no one has attention span anymore. They don't. Everyone just wants constant stimulation, and when they lack that, you know, constant dopamine rush, it's when they like lose interest.
Yeah, but also, like, I don't know, when I listen to podcasts, like, I put them on in the background or something, and if there's like some dead time, like, you know, in between like their takes or whatever they're talking about, like, I'm like, whatever. Like, I'm not gonna go up to my fucking phone wherever I have it perched and like hit like fast forward because they're being quiet for like, you know, 5 or 10 seconds.
Yeah, but they,
like, you know,
yeah. Like, also it's super distracting when her stinky wiener is just here on a gaming mood right now.
Yoshi is literally running around the apartment, like,
and it's like
playing.
Stressing me because we have the stand right there, just potentially getting to get knocked over.
She's being so
gets
cute
caught
right
in
now,
the
though.
cable.
It's actually hilarious. This dog is so fucking funny.
She terrorizes us, though.
She terrorizes us. I will say, this wiener absolutely terrorizes us. You know what? I just thought about it. We call Yoshi a wiener because she's very long and like wiener dog looking. If you saw a picture of her,
Chihuahua dachshund
we think she's
mix.
a Chiweenie, okay, which is a Chihuahua dachshund mix. But my sister recently just got her dog DNA tested, and she thought she was a Samoyed. Turns out she's 86% husky and 2% Samoyed. So I'm thinking, for Christmas, we asked my parents for 2 doggy DNA tests.
That's not a bad idea. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, let's get to the bottom of this. I was just saying we should put money on it. That would be funny. I do think she has some dachshund in her, and I think she has dachshund, beagle, and chihuahua in her. Oh, now she's squeaking her toy. She's so cute, though. She peed under my desk this morning, so I'm mad at her, though.
This guy, though, perfect.
This is our perfect angel.
Does nothing wrong.
This guy right here, perfect, beautiful angel baby boy. He is so cute and is not a problem whatsoever. Very rarely has any issues. Okay, sorry, baby boy.
All right, I'll let him rest.
But
yeah, this is a good way to end the episode.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Let's wrap it.
We definitely talked a lot about a lot of things.
Yeah, I'm tired too, and I got a lot of shit to do. I got a busy week coming up. Holy crap. Oh my god, I'm just thinking about how busy I'm about to be. I don't want to announce anything yet because nothing's for certain, but long story short, I'm pretty sure I'm going to have some extra work coming in, and I'm going to be busy as fuck on the grind making money so we can survive, because what else is there to make money for?
Money, please.
Money, please. Also, we're very brain rotted right now. Sorry about that.
I think the caffeine's finally wearing off. I'm about to take a nap.
Nothing big. It's a jet
No,
holiday.
no, don't. Oh. God, you do so much better than me.
Why do you... Also, you've hit the microphone 80 million times this episode, bro.
Fuck this mic.
Anyway, thank you so much for tuning in to the We Smell Good podcast. Sorry if this is just like a ranting, brain rot, random session.
Don't apologize for being our true selves.
Yeah, literally. Like, I don't know what else you're here for except to listen to us be, ourselves. But if you don't like it...
Weird. Yeah.
If you don't like it, valid. We're not everyone's cup of tea. We're not everyone's...
As Amaya said.
I was just going to say, Amaya, if you're not...
Don't drink it.
My cup of tea,
Don't
then
drink
don't
it.
drink it.
Don't drink it.
But yeah, thank you so much for tuning in to the We Smell Good podcast. Please go ahead and follow us on Instagram and TikTok. We post every Friday at 12 p.m. PST. And yeah, hopefully we will have some more, I guess, like anime 3x3 episodes planned soon. Just some more interactive episodes that aren't us just yapping, once we have more time to plan that out. Anything you wanted to add?
No, that's it. Thank you for joining us. Had a great time.
Yeah, and
Bye.
we'll see you guys next time. Bye.